Good morning, guys. Give me a few seconds here to set my stuff up. Gotta make sure the phone, the gimbal, everything is good. Good morning. We got some new faces here. It's all right. We lost a couple. We have a lot to go over, guys. It's been a week. A lot to go over. We will get to your questions. Do not be persistent in asking them. If I'm not reading them, it's because we're not getting to it yet. So please understand, if we're going to be on topic, we're going to stay on one topic for a minute. We're not going to jump all over the place. Have some respect in the chat. Please.
Hey, Polish.
What's up, Ag?
How are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out how to keep my battery charger up in the air here. I have to put a little sign up because I know people are going to try to talk while we are recording back here.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, pumpkins.
Hold on, everybody, just
Hi, Striker.
hang in there. Striker's in the house. What's
Hi,
up?
Susie.
Hi, Susie. I can't see the chat yet, guys. Jen's going to be reading off the chat. We're just going to be
Nice.
catching everybody up.
Nice.
What happened?
Seashell. Nice.
Okay, Seashell. She was a new face, or they were a new face.
He's there now.
I thought so. All right. I have some of this stuff set up. Give me 1 second here to get everything going.
Hi, Jimmy.
There's Jen, guys. I'm going to put my little pamphlets up here in the fence. Everybody wants to know what's going on. They can read my pamphlet. Right there. We're just letting some people get in the room here because I'm not explaining things 10 times. If you guys miss a question or an answer, please go back into the video and look for it.
Good morning, pumpkin. Terry. Good morning, Terry.
So, let's start out with where we are, right?
Yep.
We are in New Jersey. As you can tell by Jen's big smile, we're so happy to be back home in Jersey. But in actuality, we are. You know why? Because this is where it all started for us. This is where we started getting mad. And we were mad at Phil Murphy and the overreach that the New Jersey government was using on us to try to control what we did, where we went, and how we did it. At one point, state parks were closed. You weren't allowed to walk around a state park. That's something that the American people, the New Jersey people, have paid for. That's where our funds go, to our state programs and to our local programs. And we weren't even allowed to walk around, and we weren't allowed to utilize places like this that we're at right now. We are at Rifle Camp State Park. It is a park in Passaic County, and it has a great overlook right now of the New York City skyline. You can see Manhattan in the background. It's very foggy. It's hard to see right now, but on a nice clear day, this is a great spot to hang out.
Hey, John. Hey, Jen.
It's a great spot to hang out. You can actually see a lot of helicopters and planes. Since there's so much action in between here and New York City, you can always see news choppers. You can see planes landing at Newark Airport and all these different airports, these little ones, Teterboro and stuff like that. But you can see a lot. Depending on where you are in this mountain, you can see like Clifton, East Orange. You can see the MetLife Center. There's a lot of stuff you can see from up here.
Corvette said, hey, Jen and Jay, my dad grew up in Rutherford, New Jersey.
Oh, that's literally like right over here. That's over there. Rutherford, East Rutherford. It goes that way further that way. But yeah, we're not too far off from a lot of places around here.
Terry says, I love New Jersey. Ocean City is my favorite place.
Ocean
Mine
City.
too, Terry.
Ocean City, we just got back from Ocean City, Maryland. I'm going to put together a little video later on tonight of me and Jen's getting back to us trip. We obviously will get into it, why we left AFC in the first place, but not right this second. We're still talking about what we're doing out here.
Jen wants to know, where is Franklin, New Jersey?
Franklin Township or Franklin, the town? Because there's a Franklin, New Jersey that's north in Sussex County, and then there's a Franklin Township that is a little further west of us. Franklin, New Jersey, we are very familiar with Franklin, New Jersey. Me and Jen actually spent a lot of time there growing up.
That's Franklin Borough.
Franklin Borough.
Corvette has said, you know Jason Garrett, Dallas Cowboys. My dad played and got in trouble with Jason's dad, Jim Garrett, in Rutherford.
Oh, that's cool. It's always fun to say that your pops got in trouble with a celeb.
No, there's not really many lakes in Franklin, Jen.
Nope. They have Franklin Lakes. That's a whole nother spot. And they're known for their lakes.
Seashell says, back to romance.
Well, yeah. You guys don't know, a lot of you, because you were at home and you weren't out here for 3 months. But when you're doing something as stressful as we've been doing, and you're together all day, every day, for 3 months straight, living in a tent, and you got to deal with the cold and the mud, and, you know, stressing out about where you're going to be the next week or whatever, due to, you know, convoys and what's going on. There's a lot of stress. We didn't have a lot of time to actually decompress and do anything. And we were reminded by a lot of people like Stryker and Nicole and Soup Mama, and, you know, everybody kept telling us, you guys got to take some time for yourselves. And, you know, you guys see me, I go 150 miles an hour all the time, and I can't really slow down too much. So I'm working on that. And me and Jen are actually trying to come back to Jersey. We have some paperwork to fill out. We were blessed, and Jen got great news about, you know, a claim that she had. So we're working with that. But we have to come back home to do some things. We're going to go see Jersey Joey. That's #1 priority. So as soon as we get done over here, tomorrow I think we're going to go hang out with Jersey Joey. He's going to be off of school soon, so I can't wait to pick him up and bring him on some adventures with us. But,
Moments 5808 is in the house.
hey, Moments. What's up, Moments? Sorry, guys, I'm not reading the chat. I'm just, I'm standing back here. I'm just watching these two people that are in the woods. They look a little something. And I just want them to know that I know they're there. So that way they don't come up and try to do anything. It's a sketchy area. It's a nice park, but it's right outside the town of Patterson. So when people want to do dirt, they come up in the woods over here to do dirt. And I don't know what they're doing. And I don't care. I just want to make sure that we have a good time. All right, so we got to where we are. All right, why we're here. Should we dive right in? How many people are in the room here?
130.
That's not really enough. Let's see.
Billy Bob says, thanks for all your efforts, Jersey.
No problem. So what?
Polish says, Jen, you're so calm. You're a lucky Jay. LOL.
Polish Agnes, you've hung out with us, dude. You know what it's like. I'm just a million miles an hour. Jen is the calm one. She grounds me, you know, if you want to say, because I don't know. I'm like a banshee, like a Wolverine, you know. I'm just freaking everywhere all the time, so fast and so crazy, and we don't really have time to just relax. That's where Jen comes in. So
Santa Little Helper says, what's up, Jerseys?
Santa's little helper, huh? What's up, Santa's little helper?
Living Grace says, JJ, we need more of your content in the movement.
Well, let's get into that. Let's get into the movement. All right, hold on. Let me me get into view so we can talk about the movement. There's some things to talk about. Like I had a wonderful conversation with Mr. Ross Justice the other day, about 2 days ago. Or was that yesterday, babe? I think that was yesterday morning, right?
Yeah.
Yesterday morning. Wonderful guy, Ross Justice. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He had a convoy down south in Florida, and they were the ones responsible for the whole Disney situation. So, all right, let's try to get us in here. All right. Wait, that's a flatter, non-aggressive rock. There are a lot of aggressive rocks here. So, I had a conversation with the Ross Justice about the movement and the direction of the movement. And I totally agree with him that whatever we had in the beginning with TPC, hold on in the comments because I brought up TPC. Just wait 1 second. In the beginning of that movement, there was a euphoric, physical, mental, emotional feeling that you got, that you were a part of something so huge that you couldn't be stopped. That feeling is gone. It's gone right now. And it's unfortunate because if we use that momentum when TPC first got to the DC area, if we used that momentum, we could have taken it to a whole new level and used all those people and those freedom fighters and brought them right into DC and did exactly what everybody wanted us to do, was occupy and not leave until everything was changed. We could have did that. Unfortunately, the People's Convoy had a whole different view on what we should be doing. And it seems that it was more money driven.
Said that they can't hear you that well.
Oh, they can't hear me that well. All right. I knew that was going to be an issue. All right, well, I guess give me a couple seconds here, guys. I'm going to get you to where you can hear me. I forgot I'm on top of a mountain, and there's no reverb for any kind of sound to come back at you guys. It's just empty space. So let me get you over here. But we were talking. We're in the middle of something here. Don't get me all distracted now. But yeah. We're going to do this one. Let's see. Okay, let me know if we're going to be able to see my ugly face up here. And there's Jen. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Hi, Jay. It's just,
Buffalo man, hello.
All right, guys. If you want me to keep going here, you're going to have to hit the button. I feel like no one likes the top of the mountain view here. I'm kind of upset. Should we change our scenery, Jen? Should we go into a hotel room or into a tent or maybe a parking lot? Maybe they'd like that better. Just kidding, guys. Listen, I got to keep it fun, all right? But there is some serious stuff to talk about, and that's why we're doing this today. Okay? I was taken off and put on a little 1-week suspension from YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I just want to say how disgusting YouTube is for slaughtering our rights, especially our First Amendment right. YouTube was gracious enough to take somebody's personal story, something they went through that hurt them, and they wanted to share with the rest of the world that it could happen to them too. YouTube wanted to take their personal story about the C word and getting V's and all that, and say it was medical misinformation. And that is a major problem in this country, man. That is the misinformation. YouTube deciding that they're the all-powerful deciders on what is real and what is not. That should be a huge wake-up call to the rest of the world. Wake up, guys. Look what's going on out here. They're taking a woman's story, someone who personally went through something, and they're saying that it's not real, it didn't happen, that those words she's using are being misused, but they're not. So that's why we've been gone for a week. I got my first strike. I feel like I'm vetted in now. Like I did something to stand up against YouTube. But I really didn't. In actuality, I knew it was a bad idea to put that story up, but that woman's story was so powerful and people needed to hear it that at least 5,000 people got to see that video before it was pulled and before they punished me. So I'm happy I did that. And Laura, if you're watching the live today, I just want to say a shout out to Laura. I am making a Rumble account, a Twitch, a Twitter, I'm putting up StreamYard. I'm going to go through all the platforms, guys. I'm going to start going through all the platforms, and I'm going to start streaming on all the platforms at the same time. So if YouTube tries to pull their crap again, I'm going to make sure we're ready for it, and we're going to be able to keep those stories alive. Because that's what should be shared out there, those personal stories about how this has affected you. And this is why we're out here trying to end the mandates, and we're trying to end the Emergencies Act, because it's so important that those people's stories get out. And right now they're being blocked. The government's doing everything they possibly can to get their little dirty hands involved with every little social media network and every little thing out there to try to get us to shut up. And that's the problem, is more of us need to get together and make more noise so that way they can't shut us up. And once they realize they can't shut us up, then they're going to have to start doing what we're asking them to do. That's the direction we're going in, guys. We're not trying to go down there and overthrow a government. We're trying to make them remember that they work for us, that we're putting money in their pockets, that they have a job to show up for, and they have insurance to pay for their kids' dental things because of us. We put their money in their pockets, so we need to start reminding them of that. And I think we've gotten far away from that. Right now, this movement has gotten so far away from everything to do with mandates and the government overreach. It's gotten so far away from it. And now it's become a tit for tat. It's become this convoy versus that convoy. Or this drama with the live streamer versus that drama. Who the hell cares anymore, man? If you guys ain't out here for the cause, then I don't know why you're here. You know, this isn't days of our lives, man. This is actual people's lives. And we're all out here for the same reason. The people that stuck in those parking lots and lived like homeless people, they didn't live like that by choice. That's the situation that we were put in because we had a place, things got screwed up, things got screwed up. The organization was a mess from TPC. We had no organization whatsoever. What we were left with was a bunch of money-grabbing thugs. That's what we got. So I'm done with the convoys out there on the road. I have nothing against American Freedom Convoy, Santa's group, any of them. I just don't want nothing to do with any of it anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start working with my community. I'm going to start working with my state, the organizers that were left in the dust by TPC. We're going to rise back up over here in Jersey. And if you want to get involved and you live in New Jersey, you reach out to me, jerseyj2022@gmail.com. So you guys reach out to me, because we're going to start organizing events. I don't care about money. We're not asking for any money, no donations for money. I don't need money for gas, cigarettes, to fix a car, to put money into somebody's truck. I don't need any money for anything. This is how we're going to do donations. If you're a generous donor, you want to help out, so you got a $500 donation. We're going to have an event. What I want you to do is that generous donor, okay? I want you to be able to write this off for your own thing. I don't want anything to do with your money at all. I want you to buy a bouncy house for the weekend. Rent the bouncy house, okay? You rent the bouncy house, put it on the property. Your name goes onto a list for the liability. If anything happens to, the bouncy house, whatever, we'll try to cover it with whatever kind of insurance we can put together for our organization. But I repeat, I am not going to be asking for money. If you want to donate money for food, don't. Come bring hamburgers and hot dogs. I want your body there more than anything. I want your person, your physical body at the movement doing the support. Okay, if you have the idea you're the best grill master on the block, come prove it, man. Let's have a cook-off. All right, guys, come down with $100 full of meat, have a cook-off. The people at the event get to eat for free. Nobody should be charged at these events to eat. All right, the vendors, things like that. I don't know why we're out there making money off of these events. This event that I want to throw is going to be for the people, by the people. So the people are going to throw the event, not me. I'm going to tell everybody where to go due to this platform. I could use this platform and the other platforms to get people together. That's my job, get people together. All right. After that, I want you guys to take the reins. You be in charge. Okay. If you want to be in charge of the grill, then you set up your grill and your tent and you cook some food and you make it about you helping the people too. All right. You get your hands involved, because what we had was a parking lot full of people and everyone coming up to us asking for direction on what to do. So I want you guys to come down with the ideas. If you want to make kids happy and you're a balloon artist or you're a face painter, then come down, donate your time. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you guys. You're the ones that should be making this happen, not us, not some people out here in Hagerstown or in Jersey or here. It should be everybody comes together. Everyone. Do little American flags on people's faces at a park for no reason on a weekend. Just go down there and start face painting if you're a face painter. Tell them about what's going on. Tell them there are people out there getting injured by the V word, you know, or they're getting demanded that they get the thing, or they're going to lose their job. Explain to the people your personal stories. But there's no way in hell I want to take credit for being some kind of leader. I want you guys to be the leaders in your own community and your own backyards, because that's where it starts. When you're having your barbecue for 4th of July, I want you to set up something where you can broadcast one of our live streams and people can actually come and see for the first time that may have never seen what happened. Show them what's been going on for 3 months. You know, make these people understand. Don't just have a 2-second conversation. Have a 2-hour conversation. Get educated. I got a call from Alex Glasgow today. I love you, bro. I can't believe that it's been this long since we've been able to just sit down and talk. But me and Alex had a phone conversation today, and he's absolutely right. We need to start educating people, educating you guys on what is going on out here in the world. All right? Behind your backs, there are laws, and there are bills being passed without anybody knowing. You know who knows? We know, and we're going all the way to California. I didn't go all the way to California, but there's people that went all the way to California to try to stop these bills from being passed, and then they came all the way back. For whatever intentions it was, it did get the message out, okay? That's what I'm concerned about, is getting the message out. I don't care what you call yourself or any of that. So the whole premise behind this whole thing is getting the message out. Me and Alex were able to have a phone conversation today. He's actually going to be coming up in the tri-state area and hopefully do an interview. Make sure you guys catch that channel. Make sure you guys catch that live show that he does. He's going to be with somebody. I forgot her name. I wish I wrote it down, but he's going to be with somebody, and they're going to be doing an interview. She's got a very far reach, and Alex is hoping to get the word out about what's going on out here and educate people. So, Alex, I hope I help carry the message, bro, and I want to help educate people too. So, pretty soon, I think it'd be beneficial if me and Jen started taking some online classes, maybe, of, you know, just basic constitutional law and things like that, you know, just so that way we can be more informed on how to educate you guys. You know, I don't want to be the last one to know. I like to get ahead of these things. So, along with that, all right. So we talked to Alex Glasgow. We talked to Ross Justice. My mouth's drying out because I haven't shut up and it's hot out here. There's a lot of things that have happened. All right, I've spoke with Nicole and Suit Mama and the rest of the clan from AFC. There are no hard feelings. You can ask any of them if you don't believe me. If they're in the chat, please jump in the chat. Let the chat know that they're probably wrong if they are saying those things, because I have no hard feelings with anybody from AFC. I think they did a wonderful job of putting together what they put together. But I'm a realist, and you know, whether I was about to be allowed back or not, or whatever the case may be, because I did get into a little altercation there. We'll get into that in a minute. But because of the situation, I had this like probation thing or whatever it was, and I respect their decisions, and there's no hard feelings, like I said. But when it comes down to it, I think Jen and I's best place to be right now is going to be back in Jersey. We have some things to take care of here. I have my son. He's about to get off for the summer from school, so I'd like to pick him up and bring him along for the Jersey Jays adventures, of course. There's a lot to catch him up on. So there's a lot. that we came back to Jersey for. And honestly, it's been a long time coming. We should have came back probably about a month ago. But I felt obligated to help where I was needed help, you know, and any way I could. So that's why I stuck around. That's why I stayed with the family, you know, down with AFC, because they're my family. You know, I love all you guys. Love all you. I hope that everything turns out well. If you guys do need something to do and you want to come show some support, I know the girls got them some things coming up on the schedule. You might want to check out their web pages, Official Soup Mama, or Nicole Robinson on YouTube and Facebook, and I think TikTok, right? TikTok. But as always, man, you know, I got my boy Appalachian Flu, Chris, out there still. He's still kicking it. I forget who else is down there. Mona, the most inspirational person I've ever met, ever. I don't know if you've ever met Mona, but if you're in a bad mood and you go to talk to that woman and you're a hard-headed, stubborn asshole like I am, it is so hard to argue with her. It is. I found it very difficult to actually still be pissed off after talking to her. And thank you, Mona. You know, there's one of those hard things I'm gonna have to admit, but man, there was a lot of times where I should have just shut the hell up and listened to somebody. I should have.
Mona's awesome.
And
I love Mona.
I'm glad I listened to Mona.
She's a smart lady.
Yeah.
She is a smart woman.
If you ever heard her Ragged Old Flag story when she does her cousin Jessie, I suggest you go back and watch those videos. Freedom Squirrel did one. Who else did one? I did one. I did one a long time ago. Nicole's done one. Yeah, go check them out, guys, because you know, that story in general is an absolutely fantastic story, and to have Mona tell it the way she does and her characters is very inspirational. And I'm happy I got to see that, and I got to meet these people, and even the subscribers, the people that have come out, you know, to say hi to me and Jen. I've had people drive from across the country and literally just stop and were like, hey man, you know, you were talking about how you guys needed help down here, and we drove all the way from Wisconsin or you know, Washington State, I think that one guy came from. Oh, there's a helicopter now.
Yeah, John, I know. Freedom Squirrel's on her way to the White Squirrel Festival. So,
all right, we're caught up with a couple things. I just got off track. I'm watching choppers. There's always helicopters out. All right, so other questions now.
Well, you know the one question they're asking.
All right, so they're asking a question about what happened with Nomadic Ralph.
Yep.
All right, that goes back before the incident. It goes back. And honestly, I've had nothing but good things to say about Ralph. He was a good guy. But as I was doing security with AFC, I've had to get myself involved and in between, you know, Ralph and other individuals several times.
Yes.
There was literally 4 to 5 other individuals who were, I mean, one of them was the most peaceful person you've ever met in your life. He wears glasses, he's well shaven, nice little beard, nicest guy ever down at AFC, doesn't bother a fly. Literally will probably help a mosquito off of him who's biting him. All right, and you know who you are, dude, and I love you, and I'm not saying your nickname or your regular name, but I do love you, brother, like a brother. And there was no reason for him, Ralph, to get that upset with you and chase you around arguing with you. So Ralph has done this on several occasions to where he's caused trouble over just verbal. It's always verbal, and he does the same thing. He doesn't like what you're saying. He tries to prove you're wrong, and then he'll torment you by saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And like anybody who has a person like that in their life who just doesn't leave them alone, they chase them around the house saying the same thing because they want their answers for their justification, whatever it is. That's what he was doing, okay? So he was doing that to several people. I got involved a few times and split him up a few times. I wasn't there for the really nice guy. I was there for the trucker who was nice enough to bring us his reefer trailer and let us use that down in Hagerstown, the new site. he got into an altercation with him. I had to split that up and bring the other trucker into the trailer and show him the video of what we were talking about to calm him down, because in that instance Ralph was right, but there was no reason for Ralph to go to the extent he went to try to prove that he was right. Like, we all understood we didn't need all that, so we did calm him down from that one. There's an instance where he got into another altercation with someone, I'm going to say someone from Squirrel Team 6. There was no reason to get into that altercation. I think Ralph just didn't understand people the way that everyone else understood each other, and I don't know, and these are rumors from Ralph's mouth. I don't know if they're really true. Ralph said it, but he did, spend some time in some facilities where he was kicked out of the facilities for mental reasons, whatever. And I don't know if he brought that trouble down to DC, and he was down in DC because he didn't have anywhere to go, or what his story is really. I don't know, but I know that Ralph was in a homeless camp when someone brought him back to the Hagerstown racetrack, and that's where we pretty much adopted Ralph. And like I said, nothing bad to say about Ralph. These are facts that anyone from the camp could back up. And if you don't believe me, ask in their chats, okay? Ask in their chats if there was all the other altercations, if I did have to get involved. And I didn't do anything physically violent or crazy or threaten anybody with any of those other events. The reason why our event got to where it was because I had a bad couple days. I was in a bad mood. I was thinking about going home. And when I did a live, Ralph got super upset because my live had a bunch of people on it, and whatever it was, I don't know. He got upset, started running around talking and yelling. So we ended up stopping all that, and the next day, Ralph's in the kitchen, and I go to take a bathroom break, and I go to the bathroom. All right, most of you guys already heard this story on Wyckoff's America, and if you haven't, it's already up there. I told it I was way more crazy and aggressive when I told the story because I didn't think right, okay? I really didn't think about the time me and Ralph spent together, And he was like my brother, and he was trying to annoy me like a brother would try to annoy a brother. And as I was going back to my tent, from going to the bathroom, Ralph started saying stuff from the kitchen. And he's like, he started saying, like, I love you, bro, like all this other stuff. I'm like, all right, cool, man. It started off playful. And then I'm like, cool. So I go in my tent. He just keeps going. I'm like, okay, dude. And I was getting upset about it, and I was pissed off. And I'm like, I just didn't want to deal with anybody. I just wanted to sit in my tent and relax. So I went, over to the kitchen. I'm like, listen, man, please. I'm about to go lay down. Just stop. He's like, oh, yeah, because it's all about Jersey, and this about Jersey this, Jersey that. I'm like, no, Ralph, please, just relax. No one else is saying nothing. There's other people in the kitchen. There's other people in the camp. Everybody kind of just watching what's going on now. So now he keeps going. I get pissed off again. I start walking back. I'm like, bro, stop. And I run up, and I accidentally hit the thing off the stove, the pot of whatever food was. So now I know I messed up. I'm pissed off at myself because I know I screwed up. So I'm letting him get to me. I start walking away. Now he starts chasing me back to my tent, like aggressively walking towards me like he wants to fight. So I'm trying to steer clear from a fight. Trying to just tell him, back off, not having this. So he starts coming in closer. Finally, he's like chest bumping me. I push him back. He comes up again, I push him back again. He comes up again, I push him back again. So I'm pushing him away from me. I'm trying to get the problem away from me because I am in my campsite at this point, and he keeps coming towards me. So I keep trying to get him back. Finally, somebody gets involved and starts, stop fighting and all this and that. So they start doing that. He starts getting pissed off, saying more stuff to me, and I'm getting mad. I'm telling him, stop, just cut it out, dude. I swear to God, this isn't going in the right direction. So something happens. I saw an aggressive stance, like he was going to throw a punch. I threw, and apparently I just barely clipped him. But I ended up, I guess I hit him. I don't know. I didn't even feel it. I didn't even know I hit him. And then that was broken up. He got pissed off because it was broken up. He took an entire tray of eggs, a silver platter of eggs, and then tossed them onto my tent and onto my solar panels and everything, onto my stuff. So that pissed me off to the point where, like, now I gotta clean all this up. All I wanted to do was to go take a pee and go back to my tent. So it ended up, I just ran at him and took him to the ground, and that's when everybody got involved and all hell broke loose, and Nicole and everybody broke it up, and that was it. And after I was done, they told me, that's it, it's done, you signed the paper, there's nothing we can do, Jay. They're telling me basically, if you did that stuff to us, we would have did the same thing, but they won't say it, but they said it to me. But everyone pretty much had my back. They didn't want me to have to leave. It was the panel, apparently. One of the guys' names is Jason. He's on the panel. But the panel's been, from what the girls have been telling me, the panel's been trying to get rid of me for a while. Because I had that stain on my name after talking shit about TPC. And I ended up being right on everything, by the way, just saying. But they got mad at me for that, and it looked like I was causing division when I really wasn't. I was really trying to open everybody's eyes to the BS about what TPC was doing. But after we patched that all up with the panel, they were allowing me to be there and be helpful. And as soon as I did something that was, bam, against the rules or whatever, instant discharge. We're just going to forget about all the help and everything I tried to provide. Just sticking around and trying to be the live streamer, because I could have went home, or whatever. I decided to stay with Jen, and we were going to try to help out no matter what. And despite the panel's opinion, we stuck around and tried to help, and until that moment where I ended up getting in a fight with Ralph. So after the fight, Ralph one continued on for another hour or two. I had Jen picking me up. She had to run back to Jersey. So she was on her way back to the location. So I had to pack my stuff, and it takes a while. I have 1,000 things. I didn't have a car to stuff it into, so I'm kind of just pulling it all out. As I'm doing that, Ralph's going on and on and on again still. He just keeps going. I videotaped it, but AFC says I can't use the footage because I can't post it because it'd be a liability for them, and they don't want to have to get sued from Ralph or something. So long story short is, I kept my head together after. I apologized to everybody, including Nicole's daughter, who I didn't realize was showing up there that weekend. But I apologized to everybody and said what I had to say. And Ralph ended up leaving. He was talking. He was still talking, making videos, I guess. I don't know. I literally 100% on God's honest truth, I haven't watched anything since the day after the fight. I haven't watched any YouTube on anybody's videos. I've spoken with people on the phone, but I haven't watched anybody's YouTube videos, live streams, nothing.
Thanks, Striker.
I haven't watched anything.
Ben from Arkansas, you really ridiculous comments, like.
All right, we don't even address them anymore. So that's another thing is the chat. Okay, you're gonna notice a bunch of people that used to be modded up are not modded up. And I have this new mod rule. There's nothing against any of my old mods. Some of you I'm gonna mod up again, but I need you to email me because I had multiple names. Like I had 2 Brenda Bridges as mods. I had 2 Monica's in here. I had 2 Monicas as mods. So what you need to do in order to be a mod again is I need you to email me with the information that I would know about you as a person, if Jen talks to you on the phone or text Jen or whatever you got to do to get your mod spot back, because there's a couple people that are still mods and we talk on a regular basis, or I know you personally from growing up, or I've met you and you're still mods because I don't have to co-sign that. But if you're a mod that isn't a mod right now, please go and email me and let me know what the situation is, if you had 2 names or if you didn't or whatever. But I had doubles and in one instance a triple of the mods. So somebody was in there as a mole and we just tried to figure it out who. Someone was giving other people access to do things, and I don't want to make sure that happens anymore. So we're rebooting.
Yes, Monica, email me.
We're rebooting. I apologize, Monica. Like I just said, it's nothing personal against you guys. It's literally my preference on what I want, and how to keep security within my chat. Can they see the city? Can you guys see the city in the background or no? No?
It's very foggy.
It's foggy, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can't see it on here either. We've had a couple people walk by. So where are we at now? So we got the story about what happened with Ralph. Ralph, if you are listening, man, listen, I wish you luck out there. I'm sorry that entire incident happened. I wish it was handled better. I wish there was somebody besides me and Chris at work in security, so somebody else could have got involved and stopped the incident from happening like I stopped it from happening with other people with Ralph. I wish there was other stuff, but there's no wishing and hoping and praying about it. Whatever happened, and now we got to deal with it. They're called consequences of your actions. So
Polish says, dude, I got a strike today for the Trump speech we did. Delete yours if you still have it.
I'm just gonna put them on private, I guess, for now. And I'm just gonna switch everything to Rumble. Hey, Ags, later on today, can I call you and have you help me set up my Rumble? Because I actually have time to sit down with a computer and try to set everything up. I'm gonna set a Rumble up, a Twitch, Twitter, TikToks, everything. We're gonna set them all up. Fuck it, right? Excuse my language, but I'm tired of everyone telling me to get a Rumble and stuff. I just don't know how to set it up. You guys have to understand. I had someone from Canada set up my YouTube. All right, I'm not that tech savvy when it comes to this stuff.
Yes, thank you, Alex. Rumble and Twitch, they're saying.
I mean, I have a Rumble account. I have a Twitch account. My Rumble is Jersey J Live. I want to see if anybody actually goes and subs to it. There's no videos. There's no nothing yet. I just started it. Jersey J Live is going to be my Rumble.
Someone wants to know when can they see your setup at home.
Huh?
They want to see your home.
You want to see the house? Well, I don't have a house for myself. Because we're never home. I'm always working. I'm always doing something. And we just got back after 3 months. When I left, we left the place. But we're going to be back at my father's place, and he's in the middle of moving. So me and Jen are actually looking for a piece of property. So if you know of anywhere in PA on the eastern border of New Jersey, that's about 2 hours away from, let's say, the Roxbury area. If you know of a piece of property that's for sale, about 10, 15 acres or so, wooded lot, buildable, let me know. We're trying to look for a nice piece of property out there to build our nice little homestead. So I'll show you a little tour back at the house. Everything's pretty much packed up in boxes. We're ready to get out of there. Got another month or two? I don't even know. We're not going to be home that much anyway lately. We're still going to be doing this, so. State level. So if you're out there, guys, in New Jersey, and you're looking to help organize something in your community, reach out. JerseyJ2022@gmail.com. Reach out to me. Let's organize together, you know. We can use the channel to help promote. We're going to use all the channels, the Facebook page going, the whole nine. I just want to make sure New Jersey has a different option other than the scraps left behind by TPC. So if I could take the best parts of the organizing from TPC, like all the good organizers who got screwed and left in the dark, like Meredith. There was this woman in New Jersey, Meredith, man. She put her heart and soul into the movement, and she didn't even get any credit. So I'm going to make sure she gets the credit that she deserves. I'm going to get in touch with her because I know she's a big pivotal part of this. So what else you guys got? Because we're just $100, I'll take a leap. Just 100. See how cheap I am?
Thanks, Monica. I'll look at that later. Progressive Warrior. Yes, I'm well aware of that. So, I mean, that's my personal business as to how I would get that land. So,
Yeah.
it's not really any of your business.
Nope. But we're gonna. It doesn't matter because we. It's funny how we're gonna put all those rumors to bed. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. We'll just show them the videos of what we're doing. I'm going to get my little flag out here because I'd like to show some patriotism. You see?
No, Jason, actually that much land in PA does not cost millions.
Nope, doesn't cost millions.
I actually looked at some of it last night, and you're definitely wrong on that. Extremely wrong.
Do me a favor and stop entertaining any of those comments. Okay?
Alright. It's
they know
hot.
how to try to get to you. Remember?
Yes.
Alright. We're not going to give that to them. They're nothing but trolls trying to start problems.
Yes, thank you, Striker. I appreciate that.
So what we're going to do eventually is get a nice big flagpole, I think, and put it up here, because I've been wanting to do that for a while. What do you think, Jen?
Yeah.
Get a flagpole, put it up here. That way when you're down in the city and you're on top of one of those buildings with binoculars, maybe you could see this mountain and the flagpole.
Yeah, West Virginia land would be nice, but we have to stay close to.
We like service. Remember,
Yeah,
Jen?
That's true.
Jen forgot what it was like driving through West Virginia. Jen, what was West Virginia like? This?
It was like really, really turny,
We did
crazy
this.
roads, like a roller coaster, and I really wasn't liking that too much.
We did this for 4 hours, and what else? And we had a load of stuff in the car. So our car was heavy, and going down those hills, we had to baby the brakes. It was like
Yeah, it's a dead zone over there. I don't want anything to do with that.
no service.
If I could, I would move to Tennessee. I love Tennessee.
Tennessee was beautiful. I would think, though, if we could, I'd really like to go to the woods of PA. I like the woods. That's where I belong. Although the Smoky Mountains were beautiful.
Elaine says, I see one with a state on it, and the other one has Jersey with the FBI ENE on Rumble. Which one is he using?
FBI. The one that's probably not an FBI associated one.
Yeah, that's not us.
The one's Jersey J with my Jersey symbol.
Yeah, it's got the state.
You'll see the little Jersey, state of New Jersey with the JJ in the middle.
Yeah.
It might even say Jersey J in the little circle. I don't know how to set anything up, guys.
Yeah, the green one, like
I
Striker
tried.
said, with the JJ.
Yeah, so, I mean, let's see if you guys can actually find it. Because if you can find it on your own, I don't know how to post the link up to how to get to it. If you can find it and then post the link up in the chat, that would be cool.
Soon to be PAJ.
PAJ. It's always going to be Jersey J.
Yeah.
I've moved all over the country. Not all over the country. As far west as Missouri. I've been to Missouri before. A bunch of places in Missouri.
Jason says, find an acre of land with a well and put mobile home on it while you build.
I want to find I like that idea. But basically we're going to have a tiny home that we're going to live in while we're building the rest of our property, because I am going to be building the whole thing, and we're going to be live streaming it every day.
And we're going to have a couple other people, I think, that are going to
Other people will probably help and stay with us. We found a bunch of awesome patriots out there.
Thanks, Monica.
Who absolutely deserve a second chance at life. I found this couple with a child, and Jen has been in contact with them more than I have. I love the girls, but like I said, Jen's been in contact with them, but we want to help them out. And when we get this piece of property, we've been working on this stuff for a long time, guys. That's why we laugh when you call us grifters and stuff like that. Like, I have a garage full of survival stuff and tools for my company. You guys are just so off. It's so funny. But it's not all of you, you know, just the troublemakers. But the thing is we want to help everybody that we can. And if we got a piece of property, we're going to need help with the property, obviously. There's going to be a lot going on. I'm going to be constantly planning and building. Jen's going to be doing a bunch of stuff to help out. We're not going to have time to do everything. So we're going to need help with some maintenance and some stuff like that. So we're going to have people move on, and we're going to give them a free lodging. And of course, they can make their own living. It's going to be like we're going to have like a campground. That's what we're looking to make. We're looking to make a campground that's open to the public. It's going to be tent sites and a couple cabin rentals, you know. So we're just trying to make it to where we could bring the good old American camping situation back. Not RV camping or pop-ups or anything like that. It's going to be tent campsites and cabins. So the tent campsites are going to be available all year. You know, so you could do winter camping. There's going to be lessons available. I'm going to teach people how to set up their tents and survival skills, bushcraft skills. Say your tent post breaks, what do you do? Things like that. So there's going to be a lot of different educational things that we're doing as well. I just want to make a place to where I could teach people the skills that'll probably be necessary sooner than later.
All right, so Taika said, did you delete your survival videos? Someone said you were really good at it.
All right, so here, all my survival videos, they're on my computer. I could make new survival videos without music. I just haven't yet because I've been traveling around for 3 months. But basically, I have all these different videos where we go out in the woods and build bushcraft shelters and start fires and stuff. My dumb mind didn't know that you couldn't put music, like regular people, you know, bands and stuff, to your videos because it was copyright. I didn't know any of that. I put all of them up on YouTube at the same time, and they all got taken down. Not taken down, but they were all, you know, copyrighted. I either had to delete all the music from the video, and it took forever, so I just took all the videos down.
We got a lot of comments here. Monica, we just bought 5 acres of trees. It's a lot of work.
Yes, that's what I want.
Let Freedom Ring says fracking scares me out of PA. Otherwise,
no fracking
would be good. Elaine says, okay, I got it. Just followed and subbed.
Thank you.
Striker, congrats to Monica. Not reading that one. Tank, let Freedom Ring. Yeah, well, oh, she's talking about water being tested. Susan says, glad you are back. I was praying you were okay after getting unfairly treated by YouTube and Convoy. Jersey J with a heart.
Listen, been unfairly treated by YouTube and the Convoy the entire trip, but you know, it's something that you just got to push through because not everyone's gonna like you.
Karen says, hey guys, speaking of property, Doug and I have 30 plus acres of land on Georgetown Island in Maine by the beach, but the ocean is like ice even in August.
Yeah.
Mike says, hi guys.
Can't do coastal. I'm trying to get away from
don't do nothing right now. Cost is too high. Wait till the prices go down. Karen. Watson says you have a dream. Never stop believing. When you stop believing, the dream dies. Norman, I don't know, but someone who is almost 40 years old. Yeah, right. Striker. Okay, thanks, Striker. And then Monica says that she will pray for Norman. Thank you, Monica.
All right.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is this new thing, to where we just don't even acknowledge those inappropriate and ridiculous comments.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I don't even have to
Actually,
look at the screen to
goodbye.
know that they're there.
There goes your comments.
But yeah, so what our dream was for the last couple years was, I always wanted a campground near the AT because I would like to cater to AT hikers. They're doing something incredibly difficult. I support the Appalachian Trail, you know, hiking accomplishments because I tried it and it is difficult. And if you're out there for months, it is a beautiful, wonderful, excruciating, painful experience, and it's well worth it. And I think anybody who has lost direction in their life and you guys don't know exactly what you should do and you're tired of the mundane BS that you got to go through every day and you have the opportunity and a couple bucks, I suggest you just get some light gear. It doesn't have to be ultralight, but I would definitely get some light gear, check into your packs, weigh them. If you hike with a lot of stuff, you're going to have a miserable time. Light stuff.
Hi, Tammy.
You don't need 16 chargers, and try not to use your cell phone. All right, try not to be on the phone the whole time. It's not about being on the phone. It's not about using your gizmos. Like record, live stream, cool. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of extra gadgets and stuff. So you're gonna have to really be tough for that. But on a normal basis, just go out and hike for like 30 days. Set yourself up for 30 days. Set yourself a goal. Hike from your local state or somewhere close, within distance. Even if it's not the Appalachian Trail, like maybe the PCT or something. But get out and get into nature. Like that's why I'm always out here in places like this. Before YouTube, before any of this, 15 years ago, this is where I hung out because I try to get my head together. I could look from nature at the top of a mountain. I could look at the hustle and bustle of New York City and not have the city actually affect me. I could see it, but it doesn't affect me. The craziness and the cabs almost hitting you and the wild, crazy people on the street, none of that can touch me up here, and that was my little peaceful spot. So I like coming up here, and that's why I brought you all up here with me. But there's reasons why I do everything in life. There's reasons why I don't talk about stuff. There's reasons why I talk about stuff. If I feel it's wrong, I'm gonna say something. Now, where are we with our conversation? I knew I had like 2 more points I had to make when I came back on. 2 more.
Oh, Susan. Yes, I am. I feel good about everything. I think we're doing the right move here. Like he said, I definitely think that we need to move in a different direction. So I'm definitely on board with everything at this point. And I got a lot of other personal things I have to take care of as well in New Jersey. So
a lot of stuff going on other than YouTube and drama and convoy stuff.
Yeah.
We have real life things. We have stuff coming up that we had planned on for months ago. Honestly, when we came down the Hagerstown Raceway, we thought we'd be down there for maybe a couple days and it would be over. We did not expect a 3-month event to happen. That was way out of our realm of how long we were going to be out. I had customers sitting in New Jersey patiently waiting for me to come work on their basements again. They followed along. And by the way, thank you, John, for hanging on. That was great. But we got to call him anyway. I should probably go help him. So eventually we're going to give you a call, Jen, or John, when we get back to the house. But yeah, there's been people waiting, for us. And, it's we felt it as our obligation to be out there and keep coming and keep covering and keep showing you guys what was going on. And we didn't want to get mixed up with all the other live streaming craziness that they had going on. So we tried to stay on the outside of stuff, When everybody was rushing to go into DC, I have another human being to worry about over here. And I have another human being over in his house, my son, to worry about. So Daddy is no good to anybody if he's locked up in a federal prison because he decided to sit his ass down on the street and not move today. The time will come for stuff like that. Right now is not the time. I'm not going to sacrifice myself with 20 people. If you want to bring 200,000 down to the mall, and fill the mall up with 200,000 people, and y'all want to do it together, that's something I'm into, man. That's something worth, sacrificing for. But it's not going to be me and 19 other crazy people sitting in the street. I can't get into that. I'm sorry. And that's why a lot of you haven't come out, and I understand that. But being in the position I was in, being where I was, I had to try to make the convoy something, as much as I could. And unfortunately, it's at the point right now that we have to start over. TPC is screwed up. They made everybody at home, all the donators, everybody, they made everybody pissed off. And it's not, it should have never been about any of that. It should have been about the movement. It should have been bodies. Bodies, not dollars, bodies. Bodies. You know how much stuff I moved? How much donations I moved in those trailers? How many times I had to move donations and water cases from this place to this place? And I wasn't the only one. There was like hundreds of people, you know, everybody coming together, moving these things. And where did all these things go? Where did all the donations go? I mean, there was millions of dollars in products. Millions. You know, the stuff that AFC got left with was the scraps, man. You know, whatever, I want to say it, whatever the People's Convoy couldn't drag along with them across the country in a crappy trailer, because that's what they left, you know, that was barely getting down the road, that's what they left us with, you know. They didn't leave AFC with anything, you know, spectacular. The stuff they left us with was the stuff that they didn't want to bring with them across the country in reality. I don't know. There are so many things to talk about, guys. There's so much stuff I found out about TPC after they broke up. When people called me and they wanted to make amends about the way they treated me when they left for Cali, or how they treated me at the gate, or whatever happened, so many people wanted to talk about it afterwards. After. Why does everybody want to talk about it after the problem happens? How come nobody wants to hear the truth? They didn't want to hear the truth. They kicked me to the curb. They made me some crucified Judas. In reality, I was just trying to tell everybody at home, don't be naive. You know, don't just go throw money at something because it might work. You know, like I said, you wanted to donate something, come down there, man. I mean, they were spending, what, $20,000 a week on that bus or more, way more, right? They could have bought an RV and parked it up for $20K. Bam, one-time payment, done. What do you need that big of a thing for? It just, none of this stuff made sense to me ever from the beginning. And you know, I screwed up with that kid Ricky Bobby too, because I should have listened to him more than to help play security and try to move him along, because what he was saying was true. They were shutting people up. Just because they weren't shutting me up at the time, I didn't have a problem with it. But after they tried to shut me up, boom, now I have a problem. Now I see it his way.
Yes, Susan.
You know, and that it shouldn't be like that. And I shouldn't have been so decisive in my stuff.
That's all right, Striker.
There was other people involved with that I wanted gone. They're gone. But that kid Ricky Bobby got suckered into that. He got suckered into that.
Yes, Susan. I'll address your thing, because
yes,
I'm not fighting. It's okay, Striker. She's right about that. I do want to settle down and have kids. Yes, and we are working on you know, getting different things together as of right now. So I'm actually working on some positive things. So thank you, though. I appreciate that.
What's she like? Is this guy ever gonna shut up and settle down?
She said that she's heard me talk about wanting kids, and like we're always running around doing stuff, and like, you know,
yeah,
stuff like that.
I mean, when we have our nice little cabin and things are settled down, we can definitely work on that. I mean, I don't know. For me, if it happens tomorrow, it happens tomorrow. We just got to figure it out, because that's how we roll. But you know, in the ultimate goal of life, there is a lot going on right now in the world. Is it a good time to be having children? You gotta ask yourself. You know, we have a national food shortage. Prices of fuel are skyrocketing. I saw a job offer for $16 an hour, right, Jen?
Yep.
At Burger King? What was that? Dunkin' Donuts, $16 an hour. You know, I quit my job at Dunkin' Donuts back in the day as like an assistant manager, because they wouldn't want to give me more than $7.50 an hour. I had to fight to get like a 25-cent raise. They wouldn't give me it. And now all of a sudden, now everybody's getting all this money, but you got to imagine you're not making $16 an hour, because you're spending how much to get to work with fuel, and then how much to go and eat your lunch, because how many times you're going to eat a Dunkin' sandwich for lunch every day during your lunch break. So it just doesn't make sense. The world has gone backwards, guys. If you look around me over here, just around in this little area, I could find like 6 things to eat. I could.
No,
I could, survivalist wise.
Susan's like, Jersey, don't blame the weather, the economy, and the fuel and Dunkin' Donuts for what Jen wants.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just saying, though, like, you know, like this is a horrible time in our.
I love you, Susan. You're funny.
In the world, you
listen,
know?
if it
I'm not making
happens, God
excuses,
will let
like I
it
said.
happen. I'm leaving it in God's hands. Whatever God wants, if God wants me to have a baby, then that's what will happen.
And that's what happens. Can we hear the music? That's literally on the bottom of a mountain 6 blocks away.
Wow, $20 an hour at Mickey D's in, was that Utah?
$20 an hour, huh? It's sad when McDonald's employees are getting paid $20 an hour. How much are our teachers getting paid?
Hi, Wee Band. Good to see you again.
Somebody throw up in the chat, if you're a teacher in right now, in this day and age, how much are you getting paid? Facts, please. How much are you getting paid? Let's break it down hourly. If you were to get paid hourly, how much would it come out to? Does it come out to $20 an hour? Does it pay more to go flip burgers at McDonald's? Or does it pay more to educate the kids and the youth of our nation? What does it pay more right now?
Yes, Susan. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He does treat me like I should be his whole world. That's what she said.
I do.
He does treat me like that.
You know, I try to do the best I can and be ahead of things for Jen.
Oh, thanks, guys.
You know, that's what you're supposed to do for your other half. You're supposed to be their better half. You know, where they fall, you're supposed to pick them up. And the same with them. It's when you fall, they're supposed to pick you up. And me and Jen have been through way too much stuff in the last 8 years together to ever, you know, I don't know what I would have done without her. Kept me together. So.
It says $40 an hour in law. Get educated.
In law.
Yeah.
So.
I guess if you're a lawyer.
Oh, lawyers, $40 an hour. Yeah, no, I've seen way more. When I worked for the law firm and I was doing the books, and I was helping with the account, and I had to do data entry, they're making way more than that. But yeah, I mean, lawyers where it's at right now. Everyone's suing everybody, especially the government.
Viper says, I saw how clean Hagerstown Speedway was when you left. I still remember when you drove around the lot and showed us. And Buffy, well, Jay, you are talented and skills. You use your strengths. You let others get in your way. We support when you're moving forward.
All right, so then support this because we're going to move forward. And here's part of the plan. So I got to talk to Ross again and try to get a better idea on a platform or a template. All right? So here's my idea, folks. I want to get a template together, a bulletproof template that will outline everything an organizer would need to help organize their state. All the resource pages, all of the YouTubers that can help in their state to come out and put live streams out, local government officials that will be willing to speak. I want to put together some kind of template and then have people come from other states and come learn the template during one of our events. And then you take that template and you go and organize over here. And you go and organize over there and you go organize over here. But I want to get something that outlines exactly what the entire movement is about, because I don't want it to start slipping left and right or whatever and start getting a different way or start representing something that we're not all about. We have to have some central idea, and that's going to come from all of the state representatives. So we'll have a representative from each state to come to a meeting or maybe do a Zoom meeting or something at least once a week so we all stay on the same page. All right, something like that. But we need to start organizing the same way our government organizes. There's so many organizations and groups within the government out to stop all of this from even reaching your eyes right now. So you got to imagine the uphill battle we already start off with. All right. So they're gonna squash your feeds on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and all these things. They're gonna squash you down and make you minimal. They're not gonna put eyes on you. So there needs to be more of us out there. So when I always said I want everybody to live stream, I want everybody to live stream. Don't put it up in your head that you're a billionaire live streamer, because I'm not. I'm not making anything off of live streams. I don't ask for donations. I don't want any of this crap. I can go out and make a living. I'm doing this to help benefit whatever the movement is. And right now the movement is you. It's me, it's Jen, it's all these people behind me. It's everyone that's sick of 2 weeks turning into 2 years. Losing your job because you won't take an experimental whatever. All right? It's at that moment, man, that what's your turning point? I mean, when's it going to be too far for you? You know, for a lot of us out here, it's too far. It's just some of us are too scared to talk. Some of us in the chat are willing to come out, but you're disabled, or you have families or jobs or commitments to commit to, and that's not a bad thing, you know? But I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Eventually, this BS is going to somehow touch your life. It's going to touch your life the same way it touched ours, or maybe worse, or maybe not as much, but it's still going to cause something.
Bye, Monica.
And
Thank you.
I want you guys to be ready for it and know where to go, and know where to go to get that information that you're really looking for.
I could see Jay working for a political action committee.
I don't want to work for anybody. I want to remind them that they work for us.
Susan says, you can blame me for this, but tell Jersey to man up and forget this bullshit. A cabin, you've been with him since a 10. It's in a parking lot. Commit now or never stop wasting time. God bless Jen.
Who's that?
Susan.
Susan. Quit trolling. All right, listen, we're going to make our move when we decide to make it together, okay? I'm not going to be pushed into anything by anybody else or coerced into something or pressured. There's a reason why everything happens, okay? God has his plan. Right now, if we were married, then we would have a lot of things tied up that we don't need married tied up. So we're fixing our problems.
Well, Susan, technically we are engaged. We're not rushing into marriage, and that's mostly on my end, by the way. It's not him. It's me. I'm the one that doesn't want to rush into marriage. We've been together for 8 years, so I mean.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's just a piece of paper,
right?
In my opinion. So eventually, one day we might get married. I don't know. We'll see. But
probably.
We're going to, we're going to build a life together, and we'll see how it goes.
I'd like to give her a nice big wedding, That'd be nice. Horses and carriages. If you guys want to see a nice big wedding for me and Jen, let me know in the chat, all right? And if you really want to see it soon, then somebody should throw together some kind of wedding donation page, because we don't have money for that yet.
Yeah, Susan, you're right. It is a union of God. I understand that. And as being the fact that I'm a very religious person, I understand what you're saying. But my personal experience, as what I've seen growing up, I'm not in a rush to get married. So,
Me neither.
And that's just my personal opinion on that. I mean, technically we are married anyway. So.
Yeah, if we were going by common law, we'd be married already. If we're in a different state, right? What's PA, 7 years? I think PA is 7 years, right? Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong, but...
Paul Lee. Jay did pop the question back in,
tell him.
I don't even know, I think it was 5 years ago now. He did pop the question, and we are engaged. We just haven't got married, that's all.
Dude, I did a good one too, man. It was a New Year's Eve
I actually
party.
have a video.
Yeah,
I have a video
of
our engagement. Maybe I'll put that up there for the members.
Ooh, members only video. Yeah, I did it on a microphone in front of a bunch of people and everything. I don't know, you guys know me. I'm not going to do anything normal. I actually want to do it way bigger than that. I want to do it way bigger. like helicopters and rappelling out of the helicopter onto a rooftop, like this whole thing, like Mission Impossible. But no, the funds could only afford a cabin getaway for New Year's Eve up in upstate New York, and that's where I popped the question. But her dad was there, so that was cool. What is that? Those happy faces?
Yeah, no, Susan. It's the symbolism of committing. We're already committed, though. We've been together for 8 years.
Yeah,
we've been through some pretty
there hasn't been any
horrible
kind of uncommitted
times, and we're
commitments.
still together. So I definitely think that there's a commitment here. There's no doubt about that.
Like literally together every day.
Yeah, like all the time.
She worked with me, like everything. Well, she would stay with me while I worked at some points because of her injuries, but she was the way I got around to work. So Jen would always be around, you know, and she knows a lot about the construction industry now because of me too, because she's been sitting there watching. So if you guys work for me and you just see this pretty girl sitting at a job site, don't think she ain't taking notice of how you're slinging that spackle or hanging those studs, because she knows. She'll come up with that tape measure when you ain't looking and measure that 16-ounce center every time. So, alright. We're done talking about the marriage thing. That's over with.
Yes, and
we're done talking about all this other silly stuff. So, the plan is now to get with a couple people, make some phone calls, and I will come back and eventually update you guys with what we're doing with the movement over here in Jersey. I'm not calling it anything at this point. It's just going to be called New Jersey. Because I had 2 sites on Facebook that are still up. I had to give up control of them because I got kicked off Facebook. But I had New Jersey Fights Back and Small Business Fights Back. And if you guys go on there and check out Jen Rogers, she'll let you know all about how I was 2 years ago. I spoke at one of her rallies at the Randolph Tennis Center. I was doing speaking commitments 2 years ago, guys. I didn't just jump into this. I'm on the bandwagon thing. I've been in this for a while. But you know, being caught up with the convoy, there's no time to get into any of that stuff. But one of the first places we went down in New Egypt, they were having a speaking commitment down there, right? Jen Rogers and Heather Darling.
Yep.
Yeah. So shout out to those girls. It was awesome seeing you guys again. That was like 3 months ago though. So.
Oh, Susan, I'm sorry that your husband's in the hospital. We'll keep him in our prayers for you. Hopefully that works out for you. I'm sorry.
I have these little net things landing on me.
Yeah, me too.
I hate them. So, what we're gonna do now, guys, is just wanted to give you an update on everything that's going on. You know, I do want to say I wish Ralph the best of luck. You know, and I'm sorry we didn't have a chance to just shake hands and walk away from it. But whatever happened. So sorry about that, man. Just you can't do that to people and expect to not have that kind of reaction at some point. And I should be able to work on myself as well and not have to jump into a battle every time. But no excuses. That's it. I did wrong. He did wrong. Now we just gotta deal with it. But me and Jen are gonna hang out for a few more minutes. I'm gonna see if I can get you a good shot here.
All right, Susan. I still love you.
Let's see. I'm gonna switch the camera. Okay. Show you here. All right. Let's see if we can see the city. Right here. This is how we'll end it. At the end of the cliff. Right here. And ooh, there you go, folks. New York City. Let's see if I can make it pop. That's as best as I can do, guys. But that's how we're ending it out right there. give you guys, this is what I can see. If you have the binoculars I got, you'll be able to see more. But we'll go from one side of the island to the other. Hold on. It's always foggy. I mean, on a clear day, you could see right past the city. Aaron Faith, I bet, man. If you want to line that shot up, we'll come do lunch one day. You could show us the cool views. But so I just wanted to set some records straight. We appreciate you guys coming in and hanging out. I love all of you. I want to make sure that you guys remember that YouTube is YouTube. Okay, it's just another way of spreading disinformation. It's not all real. Don't believe everything you hear unless you hear it from me. I mean, if I'm telling you what it is, it is. I mean, I could back everything up I just said. You can ask anybody else that was at the American Freedom Convoy camp what happened. So, yeah, I know. New York isn't the same anymore, guys. I don't even go to the city anymore because it's just pointless. Well, this is where I'm at. I'm on top of this giant cliff. And this is what it looks like. So, we can end it here. I could take you for a little hike. Back down. Thanks, Tammy. Sorry you guys had to go through all those ups and downs with us. But like I said, if you guys aren't mods, please email us jerseyj at YouTube, jerseyj at 2022 at gmail.com, and let us know that you've been unmodded. But this is what I do. I come up here and this is my relaxing spot. I don't like to, I usually don't show everybody my spot, but this is the look if you're looking down the cliff. Whoa! Let's just throw the camera down there and see what it looks like on the footage later. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I didn't do anything shady or nothing, Tammy. I just want to make sure that I could restart with all the people that are supposed to be in there, because we had doubles and triples, and somehow I feel like people were being modded in somehow, or tricking me into modding them again. I don't know. So now I know there was two Life of Tammys, by the way. You should look up your name. I think there's an entire Life of Tammy YouTube channel that you don't know about, but I reported them, so I will be modding people up again. I'm just going to close up my stuff here and get my backpack off of here. I'm using my free backpack I got when I got a Gatorade to one day. Jen, can you hold that for a moment while I put that away? Thank you. Tuck this away. That. And
Hi, Aaron. Thank you.
Aaron lives around Jersey too,
Thanks,
so
guys.
we'll have to meet up.
Deborah.
Go to Hoboken or something one day.
Jen. Thank you all. Love you guys.
Backpack too.
You guys have a great day too.
Is that thunder?
I don't know. It's
It's
supposed to rain.
It is,
Supposed
right?
to get some rain here, yeah.
Well, you should go back, grab
Love
some
you,
lunch
Striker.
at the house. All right, let me get that. Thank
All right,
you.
Mama.
All
I'll
right.
take you to the hike down by the car, and then we're gonna say bye-bye.
Yep.
really a hike.
It's not really a hike at all.
No.
Yeah, Jen's got to stay up on the grassy spots, so that way she doesn't have to worry about tripping. And I have to wait for her, and we're just gonna do that over here, so you guys don't have to worry about it. I don't know what's up with these little gnats, but they keep coming in the same spot. I'm horrible with bugs. I don't like bugs. I love the outdoors. I could do without the bugs though. Not the big ones. I don't care if I could see them. It's the little ones that I hate. The no-see-ums and stuff like that. What? What are you talking about? Yeah, just get rid of stuff like that, guys. It ain't worth any of that. Yeah, I gotta go through the gate. You good? Yo, what's good, guys? You got a YouTube channel or anything you're trying to shout out?
No, we're just taking pictures.
Take a picture?
Yeah.
All right, no doubt. I didn't want to put y'all on there because I didn't know what was going on. I was like, all right.
It's all right. It's fine. What channel you have?
Jersey J
Jersey J. What is it about?
on YouTube.
On YouTube?
We do like survival videos. We've been running around watching the convoys and stuff going across the country.
Oh, for real?
So we've been Tennessee, West Virginia, Maryland, everywhere in the past couple months.
Oh, wow.
So we're just we're kicking it up here today, just setting the record straight with everybody.
All right.
But yeah, man, good luck to you guys.
Good luck to you too.
All right, have a great day.
You too.
See, there she is.
Striker.
Stop it, Striker.
You're
Striker. Yeah. So we're just hiking back to the carts.
pure.
Hey, stay on this side over here where it's non-slippery and easy. Stay
You're
close.
funny. I didn't even know she saw that.
Nice and easy. Yeah, well, I was trying to give everybody their privacy. I'm not sure what the hell was going on, but it was a photo shoot. Photo shoot. Yep.
Tammy's like gagged.
So, yeah, like I said, guys, you never know what you're going to see when you turn the camera on. And like I said, I'm going to give everybody the respect to do what they're doing. I'm not stopping nobody. They got the hell they're doing. They're taking a photo shoot. Yes, like I don't know, for muscle milk or something. But we're going to head back to the car. This is like a nice little spot in the woods here, guys. Rifle Camp Park. It's
We usually come up here and feed the deer, but we're not allowed to feed them.
yeah, we're not allowed to feed the deer anymore. They had cool little bear faces.
Little bear faces.
We called them bare-faced deer because they had the little bear face. It was crazy. But anyway, that's basically it. Not too far of a walk. We don't do very far hikes for Jen because it's not easy for her to get up and down these places. If it's flat, it's not too bad. She could sit down, but
She's usually, someone say bear faces. She's usually 10 bears.
but there's a little spot up on the right. I think it's like an observatory. They got like a little lookout spot with the binocular things you could pay for. And in the center, little memorial flag. They got the little memorial flag and a little plaque over there about I think it's Wanacue Ridge. Let's go look. Jen, if you want, can you come scoop me up on this side over here? I'm gonna go get this plaque here. Oh, it's the Watchung Ridge. I'm sorry, guys. Ugh, my history. I should know this stuff. But we're gonna keep continuing to do videos, and they will be some convoy related and mostly survival prepping videos, because I know some stuff that we're not going to get into in this video, possibly the next one, but I know some stuff that we should be looking out for. So we're going to have to start prepping. So we're going to have to give you guys some lessons on how to do that to keep you and your family alive. But this is basically where we were just hanging out. Watchung Ridge. And there is an observatory up that road. And there's little hiking educational trails along the sides. And there's a little workout trail where you can actually work out. There's a couple stations and stuff like that all over here. But for today, that's about it, guys. I'm pretty done. I'm about to, yeah, the nature center is up there, an observatory. It's up at the top of the hill there. But you can't bring your vehicles. It says it right there on that rock. It's an official rock sign. So I'm going to go for now, guys. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you and catching up for a little bit. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Me and Jen are going to go get some food and eat something at the house. And I want, if I could, get Polish Agnes. If you could hit me up, help me set up that Rumble account. That'd be really cool. I'm not sure if it's actually set up or what, but we're going to try it out later. Maybe we'll do a Rumble. The first Rumble might be from inside Jersey Jay's domicile. So stay tuned, guys, and make sure you look out for that first Rumble. If you can go look for it now, see if you can find the channel. It's Jersey Jay Live on Rumble. It has my little symbol up there. So we love you guys.
Love you.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate all the support. Still love. I just wanted to get out there, you know what happened and how we feel about everything that's happened, and we're wishing our friends at AFC the best of luck. We love you, Nicole, Soup Mama, Chris,
Yes, we love
Stitch,
all you guys.
everyone else that's down there. We appreciate you guys hanging in there and staying on that front line. I do have corn on a stick. It's in the garage right now. My car is cleared out. Look, guys, I have a back seat. It goes into the trunk. It's actually almost empty. It's crazy, right? But we love you guys. So we will definitely be out with Horn on a Stick at our capital at some point, and at our rallies also, because we're going to want to make sure that people can come find us still. So we'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Peace out.
Love you.
Stay tuned for the next Rumble.